Hello, everyone. I am Jared Haas, and today at the best seat of the track, NASCAR is at Indianapolis today, and FrontStretch.com themselves is at the track too. Joining me today is our senior editor and author of Dropping the Hammer, Daniel McFadin. Daniel, how's everything in Indianapolis?
It is beautiful. It's only like in the mid 70s. So this is the sun's out, kind of overcast, but no, this is an absolute perfect day for racing here in Indianapolis. My first time back here in 7 years, so I'm excited about today.
Like I said, it's always good to go to Indianapolis too. I mean, it's the mecca of racing too. One of the crown jewel events in NASCAR. Daniel, I want to touch something about that happened yesterday too. We had the Xfinity race too, and on lap one, we had some chaos with the turtles too. With one of the turtles, with all the drivers running over it, we had contenders like Kevin Harvick and Brandon Jones running over it too. Do turtles have its purpose too? I know it wasn't a storyline at Daytona too, when they were at that front straightaway, that final curve too. But do you think they should, like I said, they removed it for the Cup race? Do
Yeah.
you think NASCAR should have any turtles at all at the track?
Oh yeah, they should for speed bumps, but like I wouldn't call what they removed yesterday a turtle. It was literally a speed bump, like an orange speed bump that they had put down, I believe, in order to keep drivers from getting into the grass, which is weird because who's going to want to intentionally get into the grass? Um, but no, it did wreck a couple of cars. Cars got airborne, which was pretty gnarly to watch. But pretty soon after the race, NASCAR let teams know that they were taking that one speed bump out. And originally, going into this weekend, they were actually going to have like a group of four in that same area. But after consulting, sorry, with drivers, they just installed the one, and now that one's gone. Um, so it's I think the traditional turtles, the ones you see on corners or whatever, yeah, those have their place to keep cars slowed down and whatnot. But that one there, it didn't make any sense. And Michael McDowell said as part of his media availability today that like it's really hard. You can't see through cars, and so if you're in your car and a car's in front of you, you can't see that speed bump. So you can't adjust, and you're going to run over it. So it's gone. It's not going to play a factor in today's race.
I like I said, there's only one person that I think can do a pass in the grass, and that's Dale Earnhardt. I want to talk about one of the hottest drivers again, Kyle Larson, who won last week at Watkins Glen, and then last night he won in Knoxville, where I'm from in Iowa. So is
Oh,
Larson the
really?
favorite
Oh,
again to
okay.
win?
Oh, when when you've won as much as he has this year, and you've won on road courses like he has, and I apologize. I don't specifically know where he's starting today. I know it's in the top 10. It might be like fourth or fifth, something like that. No, Daniel
Byron's
Suarez is
on the
starting
pole.
fifth.
Yes, that's my correction.
Byron is. So I don't know. I don't know where Larson is starting right now, but yeah, he's definitely a favorite. Him and Chase Elliott, even Chase Elliott, after he was horrible in practice yesterday, he was like 20th, went out, finished fourth yesterday in the Xfinity race, and now he's qualifying third. So he's up there. He's going to be in the mix. So Larson uh, and Elliott, the guys who have been the threats on road courses are again likely to be threats on the road courses. But you also got to throw in Chase Briscoe, who's starting second, Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger. They're all up there in the top 10. So it's going to be the front of this field is going to be interesting, especially at the start of this race.
I do agree with that too. And Daniel, there's only a few races left before the playoffs. And one driver who is on the outside looking in, who has a chance to win, is Chase Briscoe. Do you
Yeah.
think he gets it done today? If by luck or by chance he could spoil the playoff picture for RCR?
Oh, I think he has a chance. He's one of the few drivers in this field who's been in a race here. He's won here. Um, Even though he only has three top 10 finishes this season, one of them which came last weekend at Watkins Glen, uh, he is definitely a dark horse or I wouldn't even say a dark horse. He should be one of the top 5 contenders that you should be looking at to potentially win today. And yes, even throw the playoff picture even to more disarray and further turning up the heat on Denny Hamlin to win in the final 2 races.
Well, I know that's going to be interesting to see how this play off, especially with Daytona coming around the corner too. So Daniel, we're going to do our section called Stomp or Bump, which is our, I'm a little bit of stat connoisseur here, and this week's theme is Roger Penske. And he's won the IndyCar race, he won the Xfinity race with Austin Cindric. My question to you is, when is the last time that a Ford won on a road course? I need the year, the track, and the driver.
Last time a Ford in Cup?
Correct.
Oh boy.
And I'll give you a hint. It had a pretty dramatic finish.
No, he wasn't. Was he? Was it Tony Stewart Sonoma in 2016?
Daniel, you got stumped. It was Ryan Blaney in 2018 with his Roval win when Truex and Johnson wrecked on the final corner.
Okay, yeah, I was there. So, yeah, I should definitely have known that.
Yeah, oh, boy. That's the last time they've actually won a race.
Wow.
Which is interesting. So, hopefully, Penske's looking for a weekend sweep. So, I want to give one last thing. Who you're predicting to win this race?
Well, leading up to this week, my gut was to go with Ross Chastain to win. Because he's been performing very well on road courses this year, and like I said, he's one of those guys who competed on this track last year in Xfinity. But after Chase Briscoe qualified second today, I'm going with him. Even though he said his biggest concern today is how his car will perform on the long run, because in practice he didn't have any runs longer than 2 laps. But I'm going with Chase Briscoe to Indiana native to take home the trophy today at Indianapolis.
Well, it's pretty interesting that Ross Chastain's got love on the past 2 weeks. Davey Sickle picked him to finish second last week at Watkins Glen. I'm going the more conservative route. I think Larson is going to be performing well, and I think it's going to depend on if it's a chaotic race or if it's going to be a neutral race, because it seems the Kyle Larson wins those neutral races, and Chase Elliott's winning those chaotic road courses. And I think after what happened at Xfinity, I think they're going to calm down. But I think Larson gets it done, wins another race, and adds to his predicate too. So, Daniel, I thank you for being at the track. And for everyone watching here, my name is Jared and Haas for FrontStretch.com. You can follow us on Twitter at FrontStretch. And you can follow Daniel McFadin at Daniel McFadin for more updates. From everyone here at FrontStretch.com, have a great weekend.